Open to all audio guide. Duration 7 minutes. Hello and welcome to the Center for Architecture and Design, home of AIA Seattle, Seattle Architecture Foundation, Design in Public, and AIA Washington Council. It is a space for exhibits, programs, and conversations that explore design's role in shaping cities. Thank you for taking the time to investigate our exhibit, Open to All. Open to All celebrates design achievements that expand our opportunities to participate fully in society and to share our individual talents and gifts, regardless of our abilities. Inclusive design is a tool for unlocking human potential. Our environment is full of these innovations, like curb cuts, power doors, smartphones with texting capabilities. All of these were designed to support people with disabilities, but in fact they benefit everyone. Yet, our world is also full of challenges in places and experiences that were not designed with human diversity in mind. Open to All demonstrates how the design of spaces and tools can better match the diversity of the individuals who interact with them. By examining the convergence of beauty, function, and innovation, the exhibit invites us to explore the designer's role in moving beyond one-size-fits-all. The audio guide will cover 7 different exhibited projects that highlight how Seattle designers are innovating to make places, things, and experiences truly open to all. Project 1. This remodeled home shows that universal design principles can be used to create beautiful, welcoming spaces. It includes unobtrusive features like stepless entry, slightly wider hallways and doorways, and rooms with extra clear floor space that allow the home to accommodate changing user needs. Additionally, simple details in the kitchen, including varying counter heights, open areas beneath the sink and work areas, and extra clear floor space, transform a restrictive, utilitarian home into an inclusive space where people of different heights and abilities can be involved in food preparations and social gatherings. In Open for All, design goes beyond architecture and the built environment to include fashion, objects, landscapes, and technology. Project 2 is the Leo Rue fashion clothing line. Clothing is an integral part of personal expression no matter what your gender may be, but there are few clothing options both practical and stylish for transgender people. Finding clothing that fits well can be challenging, as transgender men and women tend to have shoulder-to-hip ratios that are not accommodated by mainstream fashion. Designer Leo Rue is working to correct this challenge, designing well-fitting clothing with trans-masculine and trans-feminine line cuts to enhance appearance and silhouette. Another area where designers are focusing on inclusivity is the gaming industry. In Project 3, a game controller called Edo was developed by Annie Deng and Kyle Helseth, 2 University of Washington industrial design undergraduate students. Edo reduces barriers that some gamers face due to physical or cognitive disabilities, allowing people to play with one hand and program the button layout to best support the player's individual range of movement. Project 4 illustrates how good design can also be found in surprising places that often go overlooked. For instance, imagine taking out the garbage. It's easy to forget that even the most mundane daily tasks present challenges for many of us. When Renton Housing Authority asked Baumgardner Architects to renovate its outdoor recycling and waste areas at the Evergreen Terrace housing complex, the existing receptacles were not accessible and had become neglected. The designer's solution was to integrate the waste recycle stations into the landscaping and to make the bins accessible from the sidewalk side, which is set 1 foot taller than the street. The orientation and elevated access provide safety from car traffic and ensure that the bins are at a more comfortable height for all. The original design also called for a green roof for weather protection, a solar panel to aid exterior lighting, and a pulley system to facilitate easy opening of the dumpster receptacles. Hopefully, these eco-forward features will be integrated into future waste recycle stations. Project 5. The design of public space is an important opportunity for accessible design. Owen's Playground on Bainbridge Island is an inventive play space accessible to children of all abilities. Designed by Studio Hanson Roberts, Owen's Playground is the result of a committed team of community partners inspired by Owen Marshall, who passed away at age 6 from cerebral palsy. The park's play elements embody natural components of the Puget Sound region, like beaches, mountains, and rivers. Accessible features include surfaces and equipment, clear sight lines, identifiable entry, gathering spaces, places for respite and retreat, whole body play, sensory stimulation, natural materials, and integrated art. Project 6 is Easel House, a tiny house created by Sawhorse Revolution. Sawhorse Revolution collaborated with high school student design builders and professional volunteers from Olson Kundig Architects and LMN Architects. They spoke with the residents of Nicholsville, a city-sanctioned homeless camp. The designers found opportunities for innovation that spoke to the varied needs and preferences for the housing of the Nicholsville residents. The tiny home is designed for flexibility. Furniture is on casters and movable, empowering residents to transform and modulate the space to create different living configurations. The end walls, made from cork and chalkboard paint, provide space for the residents' practical needs and creativity. The final project featured in this audio guide is a technology project created by Microsoft with and for people who are deaf or hard of hearing. Skype Translator was originally designed to translate calls between users speaking different languages. But creative developer Ted Hart saw another use for this new speech-to-text technology that generates near real-time transcripts. So, with some minor modifications, Skype Translator has become a powerful tool for conversation, currently being used in Seattle schools to connect deaf students with their classmates. This concludes our Open to All audio guide, which was narrated by me, Jeff Entman. The exhibit was produced by the American Institute of Architects Seattle, with content curated by Karen Breitmeyer, Kat Holmes, Peter Dodds, Matthew Marzinski, Surya Vanka, and Martha Lee Galeota. Exhibit design by Leah Vendel and Site Story. Thanks to our generous sponsor, Karen Breitmeyer.